Not all positions were filled in the Guam Education Policy Board during this year's election, which allowed the governor to appoint members. And his pick was Dr. Lee Meadows and Bunny Scampoluri. Meadows says being a board member relates to his current job as he works with children every day.
In my practice, I can influence several thousand children. Through the school system, I can influence the wellness perhaps of 30,000 children. And even if I can only make an itsy-bitsy difference, 30,000 itsy-bitsies adds up.
And then there's the former Guam Public School System Superintendent Bunny Scampoluri, who resigned after only 2 weeks due to health reasons. However, Scampoluri says this time he can focus directly on the schools by enforcing board policies in his district.
There's a lot of the schools now that I can focus on, because as a district representative, you're accountable to your constituents, but mainly you're also responsible for those learners within that district. And my focus will be on the Katan district.
Lawmakers were also pleased with the governor's picks.
I'm excited about it. We had some board members that came, testifying in favor of them. I know the chairman said that he was not necessarily against or anything, but because of the litigation that they want to take to court.
And that's exactly where the board chairman says his legal counsel is heading after an opinion from the Attorney General's office was released. That opinion stemmed from one of the many riders attached in the FY09 Budget Act, which drastically changed the way people were elected to the board. It says if a riding candidate fails to garner 10% of the entire votes cast in their respective precinct, they won't be certified as winners.
Before that amendment was introduced, we had done some research and found in many states that they do actually require a quota, a percentage, and even their percentage was much higher than the 10% that we asked for. So I feel confident that that provision in the law will stand.
The issue is not the 10%. It's not the if they got 10% or not. Is that the Attorney General mentioned that it's one man, one vote. Now it's irregardless what number of votes you get. Now if the legislature wanted to change the law, I think they should have changed it totally. That maybe say no write-in candidates. If you're not on the ballot, you're not a candidate. Maybe that should have been an option that they should have posed to the people.
San Augustine hopes all the write-in votes will be considered even if the matter has to go through the courts. Meantime, he says he does not disagree with the appointments made by Adelup.
The issue was not against the nominees. I mean, I support both nominees. They're well educated. They would be a good addition. But I'm not going to support not counting the write-ins when they have a legal right, because you have to remember that I was a write-in candidate also. And, I was in the ballot this year, and I'm now a full-fledged candidate.
Nick Delgado, PNC News.